Hello guys and welcome back here in a new video. Today guys, I'm gonna show you as always the best pairs that I'm choosing for next week to trade with. This week guys, I believe it's gonna be a big week because all the markets have aligned with my areas of interest and all of them are now ready to play in our favor. But before starting guys, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and this Friday a new video will come out about the trade that I won, not last week but 2 weeks ago, because last week I didn't take any trade. The video will come out, I will explain all the breakdown of the trade, how I made 5% on both of my challenge accounts or on my evaluations accounts. So yeah, please make sure to watch it on Friday. I said that it would have came out last week on Friday, but unfortunately I couldn't, so it will come out this Friday, so the 30th of May. So yeah guys, but now let's stop talking and now let's go on the charts. So the first pair for next week guys will be NZDJPY. NZDJPY was in my watch list for last week, but it didn't play out in our favor because now the daily turned bearish. I didn't take the trade because I didn't have all my confirmations, but now the daily is bearish. As you guys can see, the weekly time frame is still bullish. Daily now has become bearish. We were here, now the daily is bearish, with this right here being a left head, right shoulder, and now it looks like we are retesting the neckline of the head and shoulders along with this area of interest. 4 hour is bearish as well. We will be retesting also the previous structural point on the 4 hour, which is a beautiful conference guys, because the previous structure point is this point right here. This is the previous structure point, retest to then continue going to the upside, or when you look for bearish markets, this is the previous structure point, pullback to then continue going to the downside. So yeah, we have also the previous structure point. I will be waiting for a further pullback to maybe retest the EMA on the daily, on the 4 hours, so maybe in the middle, show me some rejection, some 4 hour pattern rejecting, so maybe like a evening star formation, who knows, but I wanna see some rejection, shift the structure on the 1 hour or 30 minutes, then take the trade to the downside. So yeah, this was NZDJPY. NZDJPY clear market, I believe. This will be first in my watch list along with AUDCAD and AUDUSD, and I'm gonna show you why soon. So also guys, as you see, we have the round psychological level 85,500, which is a number where banks and big institutions buy or sell. So yeah, as I said, we have the round psychological level, and that's what I'm waiting for NZDJPY. Now let's see AUDCAD. AUDCAD, I think I like it more than NZDJPY, so I might put it above it. Why is that guys? Because we have 3 time frames in sync. The first one being the weekly. Weekly time frame guys is bearish, even though we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue candlestick to the upside. We are still bullish because this point right here is the lower high and this point right here is the lower low. So guys, today we are still bearish on the weekly time frame. Also we have this beautiful area of interest right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches, using it as a support and resistance multiple times. The daily as well guys, as I explained last week. If you didn't see last week's video, please make sure to watch it. As you see guys, we are bearish also on the daily, even though you can see that this right here may seem bullish because you can say that it body closed above the level, but it's not true because we didn't body close above it. Even if we did body close above it, this would have been the higher low. We body closed below the higher low, so now we are bearish. So even if you count both of these scenarios, we are still bearish, and also we are under this EMA on the daily time frame. The 4 hour guys looks absolutely beautiful. Why is that? Because we rejected off of the area of interest. We then came back here, retest the previous structural point on the 4 hour. I believe once the market will open, whether it's going to go down as never before, or it's gonna retest this point here, slowly to then take the trade to the downside. So I will be very careful on taking this right here on Monday when the market, when London session will open. So I will wait, as I said, for some rejection on the 4 hour, 30 minutes or 1 hour to shift structure to then take the trade to the downside. Beautiful, beautiful pair for next week, guys. It has a big potential. My first take profit will be at this level right here, which is a 4 hour area of interest with multiple touches, using it as a support. So maybe the price will come down there to use it as a support to then continue going to the upside. So yeah, this was AUDCAD, but guys, I wanna say that as we are at 2K followers, I said that I might start the 100 to 10K challenge, where I will try to turn $100 into $10,000, which are a lot. I know this may sound extreme, I know this may sound unrealistic, but I wanna try it. So yeah, now let's come back to the markets. Now let's see my third pair, which is AUDUSD. AUDUSD, while I'm watching for AUDCAD to take a short trade to the downside, on AUDUSD I'm looking to take a long, so a buy position. Why is that? Because the weekly time frame, guys, as you see, is clearly bullish, because we were creating lower highs, lower lows, new lower low, with body close above the lower high. Now we are bullish. Bullish with this one here, guys, being the lower higher high, and this one here being the higher low. I draw this area of interest right here with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, with one being the previous structure point. Then the daily time frame, guys, the daily time frame is bullish, and I pretty like this bullish engulfing candlestick that made the last day of the market, so last Friday. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna wait for next week for the 4 hour, which is bullish, and I love, guys, I love when the 4 hour does something like this, to then create the higher low, to then continue going to the upside. These markets right here, guys, are my favorite ones. If you have seen the AUDCHF trade that I took 2 weeks ago, that I closed at break even, you will see that the market was something like this. So as I said, right now I'm gonna wait for the higher low to then take the trade, which on the 1 hour, which is also bullish, guys, which is beautiful and looks clean, I will wait for something like this: high, high, higher low, high, high, higher low, to then take the trade to the upside, and I will be strict with this one here. Why is that? Because I will set my first take profit, because, guys, I always set and forget, like you see on the video on Friday. I will be putting my first take profit here at this zone right here, where I set my line here, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches zone of support and resistance. So I will be very careful. Once I will take the trade, if I take it, I will set my alarm right there on AUDUSD right there, and if once it will come up there, I will be watching the market to maybe even add some more profit to set and forget more, to take even more money out of this trade. So yeah, this was AUDUSD, and my top 3 pairs have now gone. Now let's see my least favorite pairs for next week. So now let's see the other pairs that I'm choosing for next week, even though I'm not 100% interested like I am on these 3. So the first one being EURNZD. EURNZD, guys, is bullish on the weekly, bullish on the daily, because we were creating higher high, higher low, higher high, still in this range with body closed, bearish, now bullish, with this one being the higher low, higher high. So now, guys, we are still bullish on this market right here. We also have the daily EMA, daily area of interest, daily previous structure point. I will be waiting for a bullish engulfing candlestick on the 4 hour, which will also mean that the 30 minutes or the 1 hour will shift structure. So I will wait for something like this, shift of structure, to then take the trade to the upside. If you guys are paying attention, you may see that EURNZD and NZDJPY are correlated pairs. Why is that? Because they have NZD. When I will be taking, if I will be taking the NZDJPY as a short, so as a trade to the downside, this right here, because the NZDJPY is the NZD is the value that is being used as the price, euro will gain value because the New Zealand dollar will then go to the downside, as you see right here. So that's why I might even take this trade to the upside, while I will also take this one here to the downside. So I really hope that I explained the reason behind it in a great way. If not, guys, please comment and I will tell you there. So as I said, I'm gonna wait for the shift of structure break above the EMA retest to then take the trade to the upside on EURNZD. Now, guys, one of the best pairs, one of the best moves that I've seen so far. USDCAD, we have this beautiful area of interest on the weekly. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches using it as a resistance. The weekly is clearly bearish, you can see. The daily time frame is bearish as well, with this beautiful area of interest, which is the one on the weekly. We had a big push to the downside last week, so now weekly, daily and 4-hour are bearish, as you see. On this market right here, I'm gonna wait for the pullback to this area of interest on the 4-hour to then take the trade to the downside, because this right here has a very big potential of going to the downside, because we have 3 time frames in sync. We have this really strong area of interest on the weekly, and we have all the EMAs aligned perfectly. We have the weekly EMA, the daily EMA aligned up there, the 4-hour EMA aligned up there. If we get this pullback to the upside right here to this area of interest, I will be 100% interested in taking a short to the downside, because, guys, this is one of those markets where it actually makes sense to risk all the account. I'm not saying that you should risk all the account, but it's a way of saying, because, guys, this right here makes a lot of sense to take the trade next week or even then the week after that, because maybe next week we will have the pullback to the upside, then it will slow down a little bit right there, to then the week after next week to then have the big push to the downside. So, guys, this is a beautiful pair for next week or for the week after that. So yeah, that was USDCAD, and now let's see CADJPY, which I'm not that interested in it. Why is that? Because the weekly time frame bullish, okay, daily bullish, 4-hour is bearish. What I don't like about this pair right here is that I'm watching to sell on NZDJPY, while on this one here I'm watching to buy, which is not the best scenario, even though which is not the best scenario possible. But I will still be looking for buys once I will get maybe some pullback right here, something like this, pullback right here, a big push to the upside to show me bullish momentum to then take the trade to the upside, because this right here has the weekly and the daily bullish, and we have this beautiful area of interest right here used multiple times in the recent times. So, guys, this was the video. Please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Maybe, guys, come on my Instagram and follow me even there. So yeah, guys, Friday a new video will come out. Thank you so much for the support that you're giving me, guys, because we are at 2K followers, so thank you so much. These were the pairs. Friday new video. Guys, see you next week with trading on my Telegram channel. So yeah, guys, bye.